Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. So I'm in not a good mood today. My old cat Killer, he's still doing good. But my cat Socks died yesterday. It was kind of quick. I think he was born with something. I took him to a vet when he was younger, when he got neutered. And they said without a bunch of expensive tests, we couldn't really look into it. But as long as he seemed happy and healthy and, comfortable, then just let him live out his life, which I did. He was always kind of weird if you touched him near his back end. He didn't like it. I don't know if something was sore back there or what, but other than that, he was always a normal cat. He was kind of sketchy. He came from a feral litter, so he'd spend most of his days hiding someplace dark, but at night he'd always come out, come sit in my lap and see me. He wasn't my best cat, but I still loved him. He was, a good cat. He only lived to be about 6. I noticed that he stopped eating the day before yesterday. I tried giving him some water yesterday morning, and he didn't seem to swallow it. And I was hoping maybe he'll get better. I've had cats get sick before, and sometimes they get better. But he got up and started vomiting and just like died instantly during the middle of it. It was pretty bad. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this. I kind of feel like I have to. I know you want down. Hold on, just wait. Since this is about me and my pets, and since one of them's gone, I feel I should tell everybody what happened. In addition to that, I saw the doctor last month. He said that I have diabetes, which I think may have been a misdiagnosis. I tried explaining to him that I used to drink an enormous amount of soda, especially after I quit cigarettes. But of course, when I went to see the doctor on the 3rd, he wasn't there. He had to call in, which wouldn't be such a big deal if I hadn't have spent $30 in gas using a friend's cheap gas car. If I'd had to take my motor home, it would have been even more. $30 in gas and an hour each way of drive time to go down there and see the doctor, only to have him not be there when I really needed him to, because I needed to discuss my testing results with him so I could figure out whether or not I actually have diabetes and whether or not I should actually be taking these medications. So they made me a new appointment for the 3rd of April. My testing supplies ran out a couple days ago, and like always, like anything else with any other doctor, I call the pharmacy, I ask for a refill. They say, we're waiting for some sort of approval from your doctor. So I waited a couple days to give I didn't want to rush the doctor. I called in today to ask them what was going on, only to be informed by the guy who answered the phone that they no longer do anything over the phone or through faxes. That if I want a refill on my testing supplies, I'm going to have to come in and see them in person. Even though I was just down there last fucking week for an appointment that they missed. Yet they've got a sign on the wall. They want to charge me $35 if I miss an appointment. What the fuck do I get for them missing an appointment? Sorry, I'm getting... I shouldn't even do this video. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm ready to rip somebody's shit off. So I'm just fucking frustrated. My cat died. I got white shit all over my lips that's showing up in the video. And I don't give a fuck enough to refilm this today. So I'm just going to probably post this just like this. I had to pause this and calm down for a second before I got even more crazy. So I get to keep taking these diabetic medications, which have my blood sugar extremely low, for a second month without being able to consult the doctor about it. And I'm now no longer able to test and see what my sugar actually is. I do have another machine with a bunch of strips that a friend of mine gave me, but when I've used both the machines together, and sometimes they give the exact reading, but there have been at least two circumstances where the reading on this other machine was at least 30 points off, which is enough that I can't really trust it. I guess it's better than nothing, and I sure do appreciate that they were able to get that machine for me. It's got a bunch of strips that are supposed to be good until July. Maybe I'll talk to the pharmacy. Maybe they could calibrate the machine for me. That would help my situation out a lot. Anyways, this is all bad timing, especially right after the whole thing with socks. I've got something in my eye now, and I don't even remember what I was saying. Here's some pictures of socks. This one over here is when he was a baby. And this is just a few weeks ago. I never expected he'd be gone this quick. He was only 6 years old. And it just happened so sudden. In a strange way, I guess maybe it's okay because he was being mean to my old cat Killer for the last 6 months or so. Ever since Killer has started going downhill, whenever he would come near Socks, Socks would smack him and growl at him. So I guess for at least Killer's sake. But I'm sure going to miss my Socksy. He was a nice cat. And no, I'm not going to get another one. I've still got 3 dogs and 3 cats. That's still way too many. Maybe it's just the depression talking, but right now I'm thinking I may not get any more animals ever. You know, I'll keep all these guys, of course. They're not going anywhere until it's their time. But once they're all gone, if I didn't have any animals, I think I would just ditch the motorhome and everything and live out of a backpack for the rest of my life. Hopefully I'll live that long. The way my medical shit's going, it's looking less and less likely every day, but I could totally do that. Just spend my whole life on the Pacific Crest Trail hiking back and forth. I read a story about a guy who did that a while back. And he's been doing it for like 20 years. But then he got a dog, and the federal government said, oh no, you can't have a dog on national parks. And so they screwed him over and fucking took his dog, and, you know, just typical government bullshit. Days like today, I'd like to just, it's a good thing I'm not president. I'd probably press the button and blow this whole fucking place to kingdom come.